5 years in now, Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes.
Yep.
It's a copycat league.
Yeah.
People have kind of looked for a Dan Campbell type of head coach. How remarkable is it what they've been able to accomplish turning around this organization?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like I think even like down to like they know exactly what they're looking for in coaches. They know exactly what they're looking for in players. And I think, as remarkable as anything, and is like how identifiable it is what Dan has built here and what he's looking for in players. And then I think what Brad has done on the personnel side, you look at it, and I think what kind of mitigates the transition, the issues that you would have going from one offensive coordinator to another, one defensive coordinator to another, it's just the age of some of the best players on the team and how they should still be getting better. Aiden Hutchinson is going into year 4 now. Brian Branch, Sam Laporta, Jack Campbell, Jamison Williams, Jameer Gibbs. These are all guys in their first 3 or 4 years in the league that, at least on paper, you look at it and say, that guy should get better, that guy should get better, that guy should get better. And then like last year's rookies, like Terrion Arnold, like it's just, you look across it and even past like the initial foundation pieces, like your Goffs and your St. Browns and your Sewells, you see a lot of guys where it's like, as good as that team was last year, they should get better. Doesn't mean they don't have issues. Replacing Ragnow is going to be a question. Replacing Ben and AG, those are big questions. But the foundation here is rock solid.
This team last year, more than just a darling.
Yeah.
NFC regular season champions, and then it almost seems weird here in camp. Is that us projecting maybe a bit of scarring on the outside from this fan base, or is that just the nature of it in football?
Yeah, it's funny. I was just talking to somebody about this with the Chiefs, how so many people are the prisoner of the last thing they saw. And obviously for the Chiefs, that wasn't very good. And obviously for these guys, it wasn't very good either, So, I think the temptation for a lot of fans is to just kind of like walk on to like whatever the last thing you saw was. And, obviously there's a lot of great things that happen here over the course of the season. But I like what I see when I look out there is a program and a team that's really rolling and really has it all together. And, I remember saying last year when I was here how it looked like such a well-oiled machine. The way they practice, like it was a team that clearly knows how to practice. Like you see veterans picking each other up off the ground. You'd see these. There were a couple hits where it was like when I see it at camp, like I kind of have trained myself a fight's coming. You know what I mean? Like and it didn't happen here, which I thought was interesting. And what I see, and again, they're just in shorts now, so who knows? This could go one way or the other in a week, but it looks like a really professional outfit.
All of a sudden, this division went from there's a lot of potential in different programs to realistically anybody could win it. The Bears could get hot. Caleb could have a big year. Mm-hmm. How competitive will it be, and how much does this schedule play into the difficulty for this team going forward?
Yeah, very competitive. Obviously, playing the AFC North, I think, adds a wrinkle for everyone in the division, and the NFC East we'll see. But obviously, Washington was really good last year. Dallas has potential, and the Eagles are the Eagles. So everybody being in that environment, I think, is going to make it tough for anybody to come out with 14 wins like the Vikings had last year, 15 wins like the Lions had last year. I think top to bottom, you could make an argument that it's the best division in the league. The Lions, even though they're losing the coordinators, have a lot of guys who I think you could still say are ascending based on their age and their level of experience. The Vikings, a lot depends on JJ, but obviously that is one of the best situations for a quarterback in football, and JJ's got a lot of potential, and the defense was really good last year. The Packers are the Packers, kind of steady, and we'll see if they can find another level. And then, like you said, we'll see what the Bears do under Ben. So there's good balance. There's not a layup there for the powerhouses in the division, and I think the schedule adds a wrinkle where it's going to be more difficult this year than it was last year.
On a personal level, you're a busy guy. Mm-hmm. From adding the Thursday night deal to what you're doing, and it seems like you're doing interviews all the time. How much do you enjoy this part of your job, of the football season, of coming out and really seeing the work be put in?
Honestly, this is a great time to reconnect with people. I've said to people, I always say to people, I'm like, when the summer ends, it's kind of like, it kind of feels like the first day of school or going to doubles when you were in high school, like where it was like, once you're in it, it's fine, but it's kind of like scary looking forward at it. Like I'm going to be on the road for 2.5 weeks and 2.5 weeks straight, and then really for most of a month. But once you get in it, it's great. You know what I mean? And like getting to reconnect with people and see people, and that's what this is about for me. It's just building and maintaining relationships, and the FaceTime with people is invaluable. That's something that COVID kind of taught me, was like that year where we didn't really have it, like kind of showed the difference when you're in person talking to somebody versus just on the phone or on a Zoom. So no, it's great. You know, I'll go from here to Minnesota. I'm on a flight this afternoon, and then I drive back across the Midwest, which is a lot of time in a car, but it's a great time of year, and there's a lot to be excited about across the league.
Great stuff, man. Safe travels. Thanks for taking the time.
Thanks, Brad.
For sure.